Oi, get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian! Oh, art thou Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, my mate. Hey, England, Manchester, Etihad, this stad will be playing Champions League football next year, my friend. Yeah, how about you
get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? I believe you're looking for a new football club, yo, my mate. Manchester, Etihad, Estad. We playing Champions League football next season. How about you take a 2-2 Ryanair jet from Leverkusen to Manchester hotel stay, little 2-2 medical.
300k a week, couple bonuses thrown in there. Ballon d'Or in a couple years, happy days, you wanna go Bayern Munich. Little 2-2 Toy World 3E2 Bayern Uni driller. Happy days, we get a new and upcoming star. How about Florian? Florian.
How art thou, Florian?
Alright, my mate Florian, what's the latest word? City flash with the cash, got the deal secured. The Bruins still pinging it, Husam bangs goals. But heart at the club, still feeling cold. They flex big wins, but vibes don't last. Trophies lined up, but the soul's in the past. Etihad shiny, fans still late. Feels like a show, not a football state. Oi. Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? From Leverkusen to Manchester flight. Big boy wages, that Prem delight. Ballon d'Or, yeah, that's the aim. But deep down, bro, it's just a name. Training pitch like a 5-star resort, but energy dry, no real support. Anfield roars, Etihad's on mute. City got shine, but no real roots. Florian, bro, don't be fooled. They dress it well, but the core ain't cool. You want legacy, not just bags. Don't join a team where love just lags.
Oi.
Get the checkbook out this summer. Hey, Florian. How art thou, Florian? Manchester wants ya, stats look peak. But players know what they really seek. From Leverkusen, don't take that flight. Liverpool's calling, that move feels right.
How art thou, Florian?
The legend that is Sharif, big up to him. Guys, another great news today. Jordan have made it to the FIFA World Cup, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolutely fantastic, elite, electric, unbelievable footballing year this has been for me. Liverpool are Premier League champions. Jordan have went to the World Cup. I'm so happy. I was out celebrating, bro. The streets were packed. I had my big ass flag like outside all along. You get me? We were celebrating. Myself, my mom, my dad, the whole family just outside. The cars are beeping. We're playing songs. The dream of a lifetime achieved. Jordan are a World Cup team officially for the first time in our history. It was an absolutely monumentous occasion. And we have Eid tomorrow as well, inshallah. There's so much going on in this life. So, what better person to bring on in a moment like this than my brother, who I have never ever treated poorly or backstabbed or played any songs against, and absolutely love him. Man, like Tom Little. How you doing, Tom? You're on mute. Come on.
Hello, mate. Oh,
Hi.
I see it's a very big day for you.
Yes. This is the flag right here. You get me on the thingy, and I was waving this flag outside. I was outside. You get me? I had this. This is how crazy Arabs are, yeah? I was in the car. My hand was on the steering wheel, and I was doing this with the flag outside the window. I was just doing this and I was driving and I was playing music as well.
I guess we have to say big up Ali Iyad Alwan for the hat trick, then, don't we?
Yeah, Ali Alwan today scored a hat trick. Unbelievable performance from him. You get me? We kind of have like our own Liverpool thing going. We have this front three. Musa Tamari, right winger, plays for Montpellier.
Is it not Rennes?
And then he moved to Rennes, yeah. But his first ever club was Montpellier. You get me? Yazan, he was wanted by Bayer Leverkusen, scored the goal against South Korea as well. And then Ali Alwan is the player. He plays in Malaysia, actually. So, yeah, unbelievable occasion, man. This is what dreams are made of, seeing your nation in the World Cup. I know, obviously, people in the chat who are like English or Brazilian or shit, you can't relate. But when you're like a country like Jordan, getting to the World Cup, bro, it's like some
mega achievements. Mega achievement.
100%. That's why today the celebrations were just elite. The streets were full, the cars were beeping, and we were just having one hell of a celebration outside, man. It was elite. It was elite. Anyway, let me just grab these super chats before we start the stream. We're going to talk about Liverpool Football Club. Cherki looks as good as Wirtz versus Spain, 25 million. Oh,
I'm not. You haven't seen the whole carry on. You've had a wonderful day celebrating Jordan get through to the World Cup. You haven't seen the carry on after this fucking Nations League game. Oh my god, our fan base is shit the bed.
What happened?
Ryan Cherki scored a good goal. So now we've made the wrong decision.
Yeah, but Wirtz scored against Thingy as well.
No, but Ryan Cherki's goal was a volley, and he played a nice pass as well. So we made the wrong decision. We should have bought Ryan Cherki. We're getting fleeced. We're getting this. We're getting that. I expect it of rivals, but half our fan base are committing to it as well, so I can't be arsed. Yeah,
if you're a Liverpool fan committing to it, you're just a fraud, I'll be honest with you. This is the first time ever we're getting someone like elite and you're complaining.
Oh my, look at the City fans. Cherki has 3 GA today. Never before have you got the assist for an own goal. Never before have you got the assist given for an own goal. Why is it
and
now?
Also, if you are truly GA merchants, then all of you guys must admit now that Salah is better than Riyad Mahrez. Fraser, I want to write a comment now. Salah better than Mahrez. All City fans in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
If you say anything about first touch, if you say anything about blah, 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 I'll destroy you. Is Salah better than Riyad Mahrez?
It's all about the GA.
Salah better than Mahrez, right? Everyone, right now. You want to know one thing Sean Cousins gave me credit for, and Jack? 2 true Scousers. They were like, one thing that you can never beat Husam on is individual player debates, because he'll always have you in a headlock. Like, I will use everyone's logic against them and just destroy them. That's just ridiculous.
The truth. It's ridiculous.
See? Just to win the Cherki argument, they're doing this now.
just to win the Cherki arguments. They're saying...
And but you want to know why they lose the argument anyway? Because Wirtz has more GA this season. Hey, shout out to Professor Hamza. We could go bad for bad. We could go bad for bad. You get me? Do you see Hamza's video when they got Pep Linders?
No.
We got Pep Linders. We got Pep Linders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Linders. We got Pep Linders. We got Pep Linders. He knows everything about Liverpool. We got Pep Linders. Mwah. I love this game. Let's go. That's a dirty game out there. Let's go. It's a dirty game. Let's go. Bands for bands. We go for bands, as they say.
He doesn't know.
First of all, why is it like a hostage video? Why is it like he's reading cue cards behind the camera? And secondly, do they not know what they've got with Pep Linders? They're celebrating all this Ryan shit. Oh, we're going to get Ryan Cherki. If there is an assistant manager that can kill any sort of excitement in a footballer, it's Pep Linders.
It's Pep Linders. Yeah, he doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. Who's going to tell him? I tried.
You're putting Pep Linders with Pep Guardiola, 2 managers that if a player doesn't do everything exactly by the book that they want, they just sap any creativity out of.
I think rivals are just coping. I'll tell you why now in a second. Big up to Ryan, who says Konate has been making mistake after mistake in 2025. He's rash and lacks composure. Too many mistakes. Also rubbish on the ball. Can't pass at all. He's not the answer long term. Without Virgil van Dijk, he's hopeless. Virgil van Dijk babysits him. Here's the thing you need to understand. Virgil van Dijk babysits every single centre-back he plays with. Keep that in mind. Because Lovren looked good next to him. Gomez looked good next to him. Klavan looked good next to him. Joe Gomez looked good. Like, every single defender that has played next to him looks good. This is a compliment to Virgil van Dijk. That's why we say Virgil van Dijk is one of the best centre-backs ever, because he makes anyone look good. Judge Mo, who actually is quite a nostalgia merchant, says that Virgil van Dijk is the best centre-back he's ever seen for that reason. So if you think Konate looks a lot better next to Van Dijk, that's normal. But I wouldn't say he's rash and he lacks composure, but he could definitely get better. He's still very young for a centre-back.
I mean, do you know who centre-back partner was today? French centre-back. I'll give you 3 guesses for his centre-back partner.
Saliba?
No.
Lukeba?
No.
Is he young or old?
He is definitely on the older side.
His centre-back partner?
I'll say his name and you'll sit there and go, why is he playing for France?
Is it like a shock type of player?
Mm-hmm. Sort of a why? What? No, not that bad. Clement Longley.
If you gave me 10 guesses, I wouldn't have gotten it.
Clement Longley. You know whose right back was that today? Pierre Kalulu.
He ain't even a right back.
He's a centre back. Do you know who was in goal? And had a 4.5 rating. Super Mike Maignan, the man who's going to save Chelsea.
Oh my god, man! These guys are so shameless, bro. These guys are so shameless,
mate. Do you know who his pivot was in front of him? Do you know who his pivot was? So Konate had Longley to the left of him, Kalulu to the right of him, Maignan behind him, and protecting him from Nico Williams and Lamine Yamal, or supposed to be protecting them from those two. Adrien Rabiot and Manu Kone.
Are they doing like a social experiment or something? Where are they going on?
Adrien Rabiot in the wonderful year of 2025 in front of Clement Longley. Am I in 2025 or am I in 2018? What are we doing here?
I can't lie to you, it does sound like a 2018 ass lineup.
Mate, you want to see... There was 9 goals, and I'm sure there'll be City fans going, Ryan Cherki changed the game. Ryan Cherki came on when France were 5-1 down. Spain did not give a flying fuck at that point. They were 5-1 up.
Wait, France lost?
Yeah, France lost 5-4.
Swear these guys are hyping up.
They lost 5-4.
Oh my god, bro.
Cherki came on when they were 5-1 down.
I can only laugh. The way that these guys are reacting, I swear I didn't even know the score. I thought like France won the way that these guys are reacting.
No.
Wow. Well, congratulations. I told you that Wirtz ain't happening. Hughes can't negotiate. How can you not even reach an agreement with your former club as well? Get Hughes out.
Well,
City, here we goes in 2 days. Terrible window for us.
Again.
Let me just say
this. Enough for this today.
Let me just say this quickly. Caicedo took 3 months for Chelsea to sign. Declan Rice took 2 months for Arsenal to sign. When you're doing a transfer as big as this, it takes time. Wirtz has already agreed personal contracts, so it will not be a problem. I promise you all, Liverpool fans in the chat, Florian Wirtz will be a Liverpool player. I've got no doubt about it whatsoever. Ryan is shaking for no reason.
We are not negotiating a £30 million transfer. We are negotiating the club record transfer. And we are negotiating a deal that could potentially be the British record transfer. We are not going to go into the first meeting and give them what they want straight away. What the fuck does that achieve us?
Yeah, no,
go
of
in,
course it's
we
gonna
are
take
gonna
time. I think
negotiate
Ryan is
structure,
just
we are
twerking for
gonna
no reason.
negotiate everything, and it'll be fine. And Ryan will come back to us in a month's time, once all the signs are through the door, and go, "Oh my god, how good are Michael Edwards and
Yeah, how good
Richard
is Richard Hughes? Yeah,
And I'm gonna
yeah.
sit there and I'm just gonna have to act like I don't remember this.
It's just the structure of the deal. That's it. We're just taking our time. But he's gonna be a Liverpool player. Congrats to Jordan.
Leverkusen have to sell this window. That's the thing that everyone who's going, oh, we're gonna fuck it up, don't understand. Leverkusen have to sell him this window. Otherwise, next year he's in the last year of his deal, so they get half the money for him.
Habib Galbi. Big up.
And if they get half the money for him, he might go Bayern at that point. He might go Real Madrid at that point for half the price. We are willing to give them big money, so that it's in their interest to get a deal struck with us. But they're gonna want a good price for him, obviously.
Yeah, it's completely normal. I think Ryan is losing his shit for no reason. Congrats to Jordan for qualifying for the World Cup as we chat football, saying thank you, Habib. I appreciate it. Big up to everyone congratulating me in the chat as well. Congratulations to Husam, the general man, like Aaron. Big up to you, Habibi. We made it to the World Cup. I was outside celebrating, bro. Cars were beeping. We were playing some music. I got my mom and dad out. They get me, and I was just waving the flag. So wave your flag. So wave your flag. You get me? Oh. It was just, what a monumentous occasion. And actually, we were in a quite difficult group as well, like with South Korea and Iraq and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, today we beat Oman in Oman 3-0. So big up to Ed who says, can we ban Ray yet? I don't want to ban Ray. I don't want to ban Ray because there is, sometimes, Ed, and I want to explain this to you as a brother who should understand this. And I know you will understand me. Sometimes you have to lose a couple of battles to win the war. When I call Ray when we sign Florian Wirtz and I humiliate him publicly, it's way better than him being banned. I promise you, Ed. You're a big supporter of the channel. I know Ed is a man. And when I mean he's a man, because some guys are just men by having a penis. No, this guy's a man. Like, this guy's a fucking real man right here. If I told Ed right now, send $300 to ban Ray, he'd do it. But I promise you, Ed, I promise you, the happiness that we will get when we absolutely dunk on his fraudulent head top when we sign Florian Wirtz is worth every single stupid comment he made. I promise you, I'm going to humiliate him publicly. Shame.
So you've been out all day. You haven't really seen any Liverpool news?
I've seen fuck all news, brother. I'll
give you a rundown.
I watched the Jordan Oman game and then sat there with my whole family, watched South Korea versus Iraq. South Korea beat Iraq, which gave us direct qualification. And immediately hit the gas pedal, go outside, beep, and he got me. And we were celebrating outside, bro. We're celebrating.
Okay, so
congrats to Jordan Husam. Can you come to USA now? Let me just read this one and then we start the show off. Congrats to Jordan Husam. You can come to USA now. Yeah, maybe you get me. World Cup vlog. Who says no? Never know when again we will qualify for the World Cup. Maybe I should take my moment. You get me, and come to the US or Mexico or Canada. You get me. Castor might be achieving his dream. Oh, look, Husam is in Canada finally. Anyway, Tom, can you imagine? Tom Little is here while sick. Jordan qualified for the World Cup. We're going to sign Florian Wirtz. But we have 1,000 people in here. We're not even 200 likes yet. Can you imagine? Look at this. 1,000 people in the chat and we're not even at 200 likes. You guys, I brought Tom here from his sick bed. He made an exception for Don Husam.
Not the top 6 show today. Yes, I made an exception.
No, but top 6 you get paid. I don't even pay you. That's why I'm the exception. So he made an exception for the Don Husam channel, and you guys can't even like the video. Wallahi, have some shame, chat. Have some shame. I want every single one of you guys right now, close the live chat and like the video, because you're getting Husam X Tom. You're getting some serious old school shit right here. From the Curtis Jones 52-minute argument, to the NUNEZ debates, to the Diaz debates, to the selling and buying, to Cheikh Doucouré, to Mason Mount, to Jose Mourinho, to Sergio Ramos. You have gotten so many iconic moments. If you're going to watch Husam X Tom and you ain't going to like the video, you're a bum. So hit the like button right now and subscribe. You want to talk about buying a striker, yet you've got NUNEZ conversion rate. 1 in 10. Like the video right now, you frauds. Every single one of you like the video. Slap the shit out of that like button. Don't just hit it, slap it, punch it. Anyway, I'm not responsible for your phone breaking. Big up to all of you guys. And also make sure you guys subscribe to Tom Little. Because he's alone on the channel today, we have his link in the title, my mate. You get me? So give him a subscribe. So since you are on Twitter...
Do you want me to break down the day for you?
Actually, no, I wanted to ask you a different question. What's this Cherki Wirtz scope thing happening right now?
Ryan Cherki had a decent game. Rivals don't want us to sign Wirtz, so they're now making out that Ryan Cherki's the better deal and Florian Wirtz is a massive overpay who's going to flop.
So, but why? But why?
And half our fan base are buying into it because half our fan base want Ryan Cherki, so we're now just going to knock Florian Wirtz. And the other half of the fan base want to buy all of them and then just get rid of every fucking other attacker we've got and then just play Cherki, Wirtz, Salah together, and it's not going to make any sense. So it's just people being stupid. People overreacting to a Nations League game where France were 5-1 fucking down and Spain stopped playing and took off 2 of their best players on the night. They took off Pedri. That game was ran through Pedri. Pedri's a joke, by the way. I know it's off topic, but if Barca are going to nominate anyone for the Ballon d'Or, it should be Pedri. Everything goes through him. He's so fucking good. But they took him and Nico Williams off, and it was done. It was done. Oh, look. Oh, it wasn't a decent game. It was a great game. Guess what? And people don't like this. I've seen Harvey Elliott put together a performance like that in a Liverpool shirt. I've seen Harvey Elliott do it. But I went sitting there going, oh my God, Harvey Elliott's better than Jamal Musiala.
Ray just messaged me, the chances of us signing Wirtz is the same as my chances of getting with, and he named a female content creator. Let me make something clear to you, Ray. There is a bigger chance of me getting with her, the one that you mentioned, and us signing Wirtz than you getting with her. So you are completely incorrect. So just chill out, bro. Bro, I don't get, you know, sometimes something that pisses me off with our fan base, and this only exists in our fan base, right? Guys, can we stop behaving like billionaires who got rich off of crypto? Like, can we just pretend that we've been here before? Like, just fucking pretend that we've been here before. What is wrong with all of you? Caicedo literally took 3 months to sign, and he wanted to join Chelsea. 3 months! How long did it take for us to sign Thiago Alcantara? How long did it take all of these guys? How long did it take Real Madrid to sign Jude Bellingham? How long? You guys need to understand something. This is one of the biggest transfers in Liverpool's history. And actually, this is the biggest transfer in terms of money in Premier League history. And also, I'll say something. People talking about the price tag. With all due respect, we're talking about Caicedo. Chelsea paid 115 million for a tackler, and Arsenal paid 105 million for an athletic DM who they found out later takes free kicks. What are you guys like? I'm supposed to be the negative one, and I'm telling you to calm down.
I feel like people have lost sight of who Florian Wirtz is. This is the lad who fired Bayer Leverkusen to an invincible double and was 1 game away, which he was injured for, by the way. 1 game away from an invincible treble. And then he won Player of the Year that year.
As Leverkusen's best player, by the way.
And then this year, he's won Player of the Year again. This is a truly special talent. And then we compare it to Ryan Cherki. Ryan Cherki had a good season this year. Really good numbers for a first time. And he won fuck all. And made his France debut today. Florian Wirtz was scoring the Euros.
He didn't do that himself, but if I ask you who's better, KDB or Gerrard, your first statement will be KDB won 6 prems. So where do you go from here now? Exactly. Anyway, carry on.
But I can't be asked wasting my breath.
Also, this whole value for money thing. Let's assume everyone is right and Cherki is more value for money. Okay, who's more value for money, McAllister or Caicedo?
Don't like to hear that, Husam. They don't like to hear that.
Who's more value for money, Endo or Lavia?
Husam, they don't like that. They don't like that, Husam. You've got to remember that.
Who's more value for money, Gravenberch or Declan Rice? We can all play this game. And Guess what? If we signed Declan Rice and Caicedo, who are less value than money, we could have won back-to-back league titles with Klopp and slot ball. Just so everyone knows, FYI. So this whole value for money. Let's say Ryan. Let's say, and you know what? I'm going to be very conservative here. Let's say Florian Wirtz is only 20% better than Ryan Cherki. Nothing crazy, only 20% better than him, okay? If he's only 20% better than him, but that 20% is the difference between me winning a Premier League title or not, I'm taking that difference. I'm taking it all day. All day I'm taking it. And that's the point. That's the big overarching point in this whole thing. Like, yes, we might be overpaying a little bit. Yes, we might be paying 100 million more than Cherki. But by the way, the reason why you're getting better value for money is because Lyon have to sell, and they are in a position where they're valuing Cherki at such a low price tag. This is normal. This is normal. It's like us
I'll also say as well,
Konate now in his final Konate. In an ideal world, he's worth how much? What, 80, 90 million? But because he's in his final year of his contract, if you want to sell him, we're going to sell him for 55, 60. So now what?
If not even a little bit less than that. But you know what else I'll mention? People going on about just this game in isolation, just these games in isolation. I want to compare the players that Wirtz was creating for and playing with to the players Ryan Cherki was creating for and playing with in the attack. So Ryan Cherki came on and played with a front three. So he was the 10, and the front three was Barcola, Mbappe, Ousmane Dembele. Incredible front three. Some of the best players on the planet. And then I compare that to the German one. Leroy Sané, who is going on a free to Tottenham. Nick Woltemade, who plays for Stuttgart and was making his debut and is incredibly raw. And then off the bench to save the day was Nicholas Füllkrug,
who doesn't even start for West Ham,
and Serge Gnabry. Now, which attack is going to give you the best chance to create something and the best attack to play off of? Is it going to be the front two of Leroy Sané and Nick Woltemade, two of them replaced by Füllkrug and Gnabry? Or is it going to be Mbappe, Barcola and Ousmane Dembele?
Wallahi, this is true, by the way. I'd rather have Yazan Nemat in Liverpool.
But Husam, look, we can spend all day talking about Wirtz and Cherki, but I don't want to do that. I'm going to break down what you missed today in your wonderful celebrations. It started about what are we on? About 12 hours ago. David Ornstein bomber.
What's the bomber?
Liverpool rebuffed Barcelona approach to discuss Luis Diaz. Barcelona made contact yesterday, but Liverpool made clear he's not for sale. New contract unlikely, so unless bids land to change stance, 28-year-old stays, even if it leads to free agency. Now, we're smart, Husam. We basically
that means that the opposite is going to happen.
That means that when the Saudis come in and offer actual money for him and not Spotify shares, we are going to sell Luis Diaz. Then, I don't know if you saw, well, no, you wouldn't have seen, Victor Osimhen almost got a here we go for Al Hilal. But then talks broke down because he couldn't agree personal terms. So Al Hilal moved to the secondary target. Al Hilal have opened talks for Darwin Núñez.
President has just announced that we have caught and compromised to a permanent end Osama bin
Yes! Yeah!
And then the final bit of news broke 45 minutes ago. Rodrygo likely to leave Real Madrid this summer. The club will demand 80 million euros. How much are the Saudis willing to pay for Luis Diaz, you ask? Around about 80 million euros.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I think we're thinking the same thing here, Sam.
What topic you want to start with, though? Let's fucking go for it.
I mean, there's only one you can really start on, can't you?
Which one? Tell me. I'll put it in the timestamps right now.
Al Hilal.
Darwizi.
English.
Talk to me. How about you speak a little bit, because everyone already knows my opinion on this.
I watched a 12-minute Darwin Núñez miscomp the other day. And I sat through it. It was the most painful thing I've watched in a while, but I sat through it. My God, he is unbelievably shit. Like, I don't ever really like to badmouth Liverpool players like that.
Hey, Ads, me and you got a lot of things wrong, but from the beginning, we never got NUNEZ wrong. That's one thing me and you were spot on from day one. Anyway, carry on, though.
I don't ever really like to badmouth Liverpool players whilst at the football club, but I very rarely had positive things to say about NUNEZ. This year, the amount of NUNEZ sexuals that would blindly defend the man, even though the manager didn't fucking like him, blew my mind. Thank you for the third year where your most memorable moments was a fucking substitute appearance. I paid 80 million quid for long-haired, less effective Origi for 3 years.
Don't expect Origi like that ever again.
I played long-haired, less effective. That's what he was. Long-haired and less effective. What was the point? He was so bad for 3 years. He is Victor Gyökeres should sue the man, by the way. Victor Gyökeres should sue Darwin Núñez for defamation. Because that's the reason that man can't get a move out of Sporting. Núñez has scarred people about that Portuguese league and how players translate over. Because he's that bad. There is only one striker on the planet who I wouldn't take over Darwin Núñez, and that's Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah.
If you had a gun to my head, I'll run Núñez back one more year, and I'll sing his song and everything because I'm not running Sesko. Every other one, you know, I don't like Hugo Ekitike, but I'd run Hugo Ekitike over Núñez. I'm so glad he's got. And if they're gonna pay the Osimhen money, which was about 75 million euros, I've almost made my money back on that fucking donkey. Like it's one of the best things. It's one of the best things. So I'm so happy that we're being brutal. We're being brutal this summer. We're being serious this summer. And people sit there when you mention things on social media, on stream, and go, "Oh, calm down. You don't be greedy." If we're selling Diaz, if we're selling NUNEZ, if we're selling Elliott, if we're selling fucking Gomez, if we're selling the Simicat, if we've sold Kelleher, we're gonna have 200 million plus already, maybe even close to 250 already. That's without the base budget we had. There is the room for a mega, mega, mega summer. We could go and do some mad things this summer. The perfect pieces are there on the market. Some people will agree, some people will disagree. I don't really give a shit at this point. But this is what we're after. And this is the start. We need to get... I know people sit there and go, "Oh, you need to keep Diaz." Do we fuck need to keep Diaz? We definitely don't need to keep NUNEZ. Thank God he's gone. But we don't need to keep Diaz either.
I want to say one thing on NUNEZ before we get to Diaz, because NUNEZ, I feel like, is a topic that we'll completely agree on. So I'll just say this. Here's the thing. Number one, everyone in the chat, you can call me a fake Liverpool fan. You can say this is not how Liverpool fans behave. You can say whatever you want. When we sell Darwin Núñez, I am running that 12-hour stream. I will be starting it at probably around 4 or 5 p.m. UK time and ending it around, you get me, 2, 3 a.m. UK time. I'm going to be ending it early, and starting it real early so you can all celebrate with me together regardless of your time zone. I want people to deep something. Listen to the statement I'm about to make. People for the last 3 years have given Darwin Núñez more excuses than we've given Sadio Mane.
Oh, mate, don't get me started on that.
No, but 1 second.
Darwin Núñez got 100%. Darwin Núñez got defended 100 times more.
Sadio Mane scored a goal away in Bayern that Darwin Núñez would pull a hamstring and be out for 3 years if he attempted. The first touch, the left-footed control, and the dink on Neuer. He scored important goals for us in the Champions League, in the Premier League, in cup competitions. And he had less excuses made for him than for Darwin Núñez. I have never ever seen, by the way, people attack Salah more than they attack Darwin Núñez.
Mate,
People
NUNEZ,
attack
it's horrendous.
McAllister more than they attack Darwin Núñez. People
That's
attack
another thing
Virgil
as
van
well,
Dijk
the
more than they
McAllister
attack
shit.
Darwin Núñez. This experiment right here is the exact reason why I tell the Arsenal fans, do not just listen to everything your manager says. I tell them that about Sesko. And that's why I tell our fan base, and this is something that you guys all need to understand. Do not sit there and just accept anything the club do, like the club are sent from the heavens and they can't make any mistake. Darwin Núñez is pound for pound the worst Liverpool signing in history, given expectations, given price tag, given conversations at the time. I went from he's going to outscore Haaland to he gives us an option off the bench to he can now, if he can get his goal scoring together, he's going to be one of the best in the world. If he develops an IQ, oh, look, he's going to cook with Arne Slot now.
His game is more complete. We got to remember that one. He's a
his
very
game is more
game.
complete. There is no difference in the PSG game bringing on Darwin Núñez versus bringing on Beto from Everton. There would have been
that's harsh on Beto.
There would have been zero difference had I brought on Beto off the bench. There's literally zero difference. This guy is absolutely the worst signing in the club's history, and he's shit. And he's absolutely shit. And people, you want to know what's funny? And I want to say this to you guys right now. People kept saying, now that we'll sign Florian Wirtz, Núñez will have the space to run into.
That's been the worst fucking thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're correct. He will have the space to run into, and he's going to get on the end of those balls, and then he's going to fucking miss. So what's the actual point of him missing? I did not pay £114 million and break the British transfer record for me to play passes in behind to Darwin Núñez for him to miss. And guess what? 3/4 of the time, he's going to be offside. 71 big chances missed in 3 years. 71. I'm not even exaggerating. If I put Tom Little in those same exact positions, he'd have missed way less chances. And you want to know what's funny? What's Darwin Núñez's last contribution in a Liverpool shirt? Big chance missed. From a Trent pass. Hate him, love him, think he's a legend or not. Besides the point. The pass was incredible. Darwin Núñez runs him behind, shoots it at Dean Henderson's
pass, really, Husam, let's be honest, a bit of a fluke.
Yeah, but anyway, Darwin Núñez shoots it straight at Henderson's face.
Oh, yeah.
You cannot upgrade someone's brain. End of. You can't. I don't think Pep, Klopp, Slot, Arteta, Ancelotti all put together can fix Darwin Núñez. You cannot fix him.
Oh.
End of discussion.
You can't teach fundamentals to someone who can't learn.
You can't. Simply can't.
Darwin Núñez, there have been plenty of Liverpool players with 100 times the ability, 100 times the consistency, 100 times the quality of Darwin Núñez, who've received 100 times less love, 100 times less support, 100 times less appreciation. It blows my mind. Núñez got his song sung every single fucking game after every single fucking miss. And time after time he threw his toys out the pram. Time after time he had a moan. Time after time he didn't appreciate it.
He deleted his Liverpool Instagram pictures. Imagine.
We backed him to high fucking heavens, and he couldn't learn how to score. You know what the funniest bit about the Núñez Wirtz thing is? You know the one thing we've never struggled with Núñez for? We've never struggled to create chances for him. Wirtz creating chances for him is not like going to unlock him, because it's not been the chance creation that we've struggled with. We have given him open goal after open goal after open goal after open fucking goal. And what's he done? He's either put it over, he's put it wide, or he's hit it against the fucking post. 3 separate times. Now, it doesn't matter whether it is Salah. It doesn't matter whether it is the Rat. It doesn't matter whether it is McAllister, Wirtz, Robertson, fucking Bajcetic, whoever, random academy kid who's never played a game before. It doesn't matter who's playing the pass. Núñez fucked it up. And that's on him. Signing the best creators on the planet don't change that. All it does is give him more fucking chances to miss. You ever seen that thing? Oh, You can't give him 2 tries. Fucking hell, you can give NUNEZ 6 and you'll be all right. But you can't give him 7. Give him 7 and you're fucked. Why is that my striker?
Is backing NUNEZ the worst opinion you've ever had on YouTube? Be honest.
It's up there. It's really up there.
I don't think you've had a worse opinion than you actually rating Darwin Núñez.
It was delusion is what it was. I don't think I ever really.
Even Vader is calling you out.
Yeah, but you know what? I think we all had a bit of a moment after that Community Shield.
I didn't. I'm the only one who didn't.
He scored. Haaland missed a big chance. I was riding a high. I was thinking we were going to do something that year. Here's what it is. He's so bad.
Remember back them days, you know, the NUNEZ thing is what started the Husam villain arc.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Actually, it was Pulisic.
Yeah, Pulisic, NUNEZ, that whole transfer window. You want to know what's funny? Ben, remember when he used to call me out and say I'm not a real Liverpool fan and all that shit? I still remember 3 weeks into the season, everyone said the same shit I said. I still remember that game. We lost to Man United 2-1 away, remember? Do you remember the bet I made with someone on his faces?
Oh my God, time to see.
Time to see bet me £100 that James Milner will not play against any Big Six games. The first Big Six game of the season, James Milner started. Easiest £100 I made in my life, and he sent it to me directly. He sent it to me. That immediately sent it to me. And you know, that season, I still remember what happened. Like literally week after week, people kept saying the same shit that I said. Literally. For the whole summer. They just repeated everything I said. And that's why you should formulate your own opinion. That's why you should be a free thinker. Not a free thinker to the level where you're edgy. Don't be a free thinker like the journalist who voted for Bruno Fernandes ahead of Salah for player of the season, because that's not free thinking, that's shit thinking. That's diarrhea in your brain. But the thing is, speaking of diarrhea in the brain, Núñez leaving is going to be the biggest blessing this club can receive, because the pain will end. I finally get to watch a striker with a good first touch. I finally get to watch a striker who can actually control the football. I finally get to watch a striker who actually has an
Jota being shit hasn't helped either, by the way. Jota being shit hasn't helped. You know what?
Why do people keep talking about Jota when, even if, let's say, okay, they're both crap and they both deserve to get sold and blah, blah, blah.
No. I mean in the basis of Jota hasn't helped being shit this year, because it's meant that the NUNEZ stands and the NUNEZ sexuals will keep going, oh, why is Jota playing? Why not give NUNEZ a chance? I'd rather see him shit Jota. But when this club gets a proper Liverpool striker through the door, because what people forget is this club is probably the best in this country's history when it comes to strikers through the door. When we have one of them back in our ranks, people will start to realise just how shit we had it with NUNEZ. Those that don't already know it will realise that. He is, pound for pound, the single worst striker I have ever seen play for my football club. And I've watched Rodrygo play for this football club. I've watched Ngog play for this football club. I've watched Balotelli play for this football club. Balotelli scored 1 fucking goal in the league. Ricky Lambert played for this football club. I've seen shit strikers play for this football club, and yet none of them.
No, Andy Carroll was not worse than Darwin Núñez. I watched Andy Carroll.
If
Andy Carroll scored a goal in the FA Cup semi-final against Everton. Andy Carroll scored a double against Manchester City. By the way, if Núñez attempted that half volley, have you guys ever seen the goals against Manchester City? Have you guys ever seen Andy Carroll's goals against Manchester City?
Mate, that day sold dreams to certain people in this
Bro, I promise you right now, literally, the guy would have pulled the hamstring attempting it. I promise.
What, are you pulling it up on the screen now?
I'm literally gonna put it up on the screen. Okay, I want to show you the difference. I'm sorry, but the quality of the video isn't high, but it's literally from 12 years ago. What can I do? Watch this Andy Carroll double against Manchester City. Watch this half volley. Look at Andy Carroll. Yeah, watch. See this? Can anyone tell me Andy Carroll could replicate this right here? Darwin Núñez could replicate this right here.
Mate, get a second goal up as well.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's coming, Habibi. This right here. Watch this. Watch this header right here, in between two centre backs. Something that Darwin could never do in his life because he's fucking idiot. Watch this header right here.
Backwards header, by the way. He's twisting in the air to head that.
Yeah. And then after that came Jurgen Klopp, so he was never going to work with Jurgen Klopp because he prefers a different type of striker. But you can never tell me that Darwin Núñez is worse than Andy Carroll. I'm sorry, Andy Carroll is better than Darwin Núñez. 100%.
Andy Carroll had better fundamentals as a footballer than Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, so did Voronin, so did David Ngo. David Ngo to seal it in front of the cup. David Ngo! Liverpool win! When we beat Man United 2-0. David Ngo showed more composure. By the way.
I don't think people are properly contemplating or understanding what Darwin Núñez has cost this football club. He is the reason we didn't get top 4 because of the chances he missed. Were we shit that year? Yes. But if he'd scored one of the fucking 12 big chances he had that season, which he missed, Liverpool probably get top 4. And then we're not spending a year in the Europa League. But that happens. Last season, the reason we didn't win that Premier League is because Darwin Núñez missed 27 big fucking chances. That's why. You know why we didn't win that Europa League? Because Darwin Núñez in the big games missed the big fucking chances.
Watch this, yeah? Just quickly. On a reel. Does anyone back Darwin Núñez to score from here? This is
I can tell you exactly what Núñez is doing in this situation.
He would smash it at Van der Sar's face.
No, he takes another touch, gets it to about the penalty spot, and then hits it right into his midriff.
Watch this. Watch David Ngo composure here. Against Edwin van der Sar, by the way. Against Edwin van der Sar. Imagine? Against Edwin van der Sar here. That's David Ngo that you're mocking. Bro, I'm telling you, Darwin Núñez can't be doing them things. You know? Penalty against PSG as well. I'll never forgive him, bro. I can't stand that guy.
We have done what we have done in spite of Darwin Núñez, not because of him.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. The moment he's sold, oof, I'm so happy. I'm gonna be celebrating that shit. Anyway, let me just.
By the way, the person in the comments going, the 23-24 Salah big chances created comp. Yeah, I made that. I made that comp and put it on Twitter. And it for the first minute and a half, you've seen all the attackers. And then no word of a lie, the next 50 seconds straight is Núñez. Then it gets back to a couple of other attackers before we go Núñez. I've never seen anything like it. The fucking Luton game. Oh my God.
You do realize if I were to make a Salah big chances created comp, it would be a Núñez miss comp. Same comp.
It is.
Like if you're a comp maker, you wouldn't have to make a different compilation. It's the same exact comp. Yeah, but ads, guess what? They saw the light way too long. Way too long it took them to see the light. Way too long it took them to see the light. We saw the light when he was first signed. This guy took about 4 years for them to see the light. Thank God they saw the light now. Honestly, I can't wait for us to just be free. Anyway, let me just grab these super chats before we move on to talk about Luis Diaz and a couple other topics. You get me about the future of this football club. Big up to Javid who says, Eid Mubarak, gift Liverpool with Wirtz and Kerkez. Hey, I wouldn't say no to that gift right there. I would celebrate the shit out of that gift. Let's effing go, mate. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Man said decent game. Brother, he was unreal. Not gonna lie, Cherki was moving crazy. Go apologize to Cherki and get him instead, I beg.
Yeah, you know what? You're right, John. You're right. You know what? Let me throw away the deal for the best number 10 on the planet, who has turned down Real Madrid, Man City, and Bayern Munich to join us. Let me throw that away. Just so I can sign some fella who's had one fucking good year in a mid-table Lyon team and in the fucking Europa League. You basically want me to sign Michu. Do you want me to sign Michu? I'm being offered when you want me to throw it away so I can buy a fucking French Michu. Fuck off out of here, man.
LFC fans twerking for Cherki, go find a new club. Pick up to you, Yushi. City saving money is like Elon shopping at Aldi. Yeah, exactly. People complain that we don't spend the money, and now that we spend the Jack, I told you. People want to be Liverpool so bad. 6-time Champions League winners.
Do you know what it is?
20-time league winners. They want to be us. City, by the way, if the reverse happened...
City can't take that he rejected them.
Yeah, by the way, if the reverse happened and we signed Cherki and Manchester City signed Wirtz, oh, this is unfair. How are we supposed to compete with Manchester City now that they've signed Florian Wirtz? We signed Florian Wirtz all of a sudden. Oh my God. Cherki is better value for money. Okay, McAllister is better value for money than Caicedo. Gravenberg is better value for money than Declan Rice. So now what?
Could you imagine if we bought Cherki? We'd be getting told, oh, FSG have cheaped out again.
Yeah, we're being cheap and shit. So where do you go from here? Wirtz could get Nunez to score SH legal, with all due respect, brother. As good as Florian Wirtz is.
Florian Wirtz is the best number 10 on the planet. He is not a miracle worker.
Yeah, he cannot get Nunez to score. No one can get Nunez to score. Just put the Nunez scoring goals thing in the bag, please, and just give it up. Just please give up on it, guys. For our own good, for our own mental health, just fucking give up, please. You are fighting for your lives. Comes with 150 million, though. Yeah, but when you say like it comes with 150 million, you're a City fan. You paid 60 M's for a right back and a left back, and then a year later signed another right back and another left back for 60 M and 60 M again. You spent 200 million on fullbacks in a period of 365 days. So how are you talking about money? City fan talk to me about money.
These lot paid 100 million quid for Grealish. We're paying 110 for Wirtz.
You paid 100 million. You paid 100 million pounds to someone who passes backward. If you signed me for 0 million pounds and just gave me a weekly salary and told me run over here and pass back, I'd do the same thing. The only difference is I wouldn't be drunk all the way at that time. Brate, congratulations to Jordan. Hopefully Bosnia will be there with you, inshallah. By the way, Cherki looks insane. Thank you so much to you, my guy Hamid. And I do hope Bosnia do qualify. You get me. Big up the Edin Dzeko army, the Pjanic army. You get me. Big up to the Bosnians who watch us as well. Thank you, Habibi Hamid. I appreciate you. I'm waiting for that Husam NUNEZ stream when he leaves. Bro, when he leaves, we're running that stream. Make no mistake. Oh, we're running the shit out of that stream. You think I changed my mind? I ain't going to change my mind. I'm completely running that stream. NUNEZ and Ainge both said second year is their year. Ainge made it happen at Tottenham. NUNEZ couldn't at Liverpool. Says it all. Fact. Fact.
NUNEZ got year 3 though. Shit, and Ange isn't going to get year 3. NUNEZ got year 3. And year 3 was not better than year 2. And it wasn't honestly better than year 2.
He actually got progressively worse, if anything. These bums are fighting for NUNEZ to stay. May Allah bless me from this demon known as NUNEZ. Even Josh Byrne, who was a fan of Darwin Núñez, and Mike Das now have turned. When Mike and Josh turn, you know it's time to put the fries in the bag. Big up to TKA, who says, congrats to Jordan. Thank you so much, TKA. I don't know if Turkey qualified or not. If they did qualify, congratulations. If they didn't, hold that. But thank you so much. Husam, love your toxic content, and big up Tom. Listen, we are a toxic community, and I'm proud of it. It's the most toxic community ever. We have cooked Tom. We have cooked Callum. We have cooked LB, you know. So, yeah.
Okay, right. So, can I just ask the City fans who were saying Cherki is way better than Wirtz? Why did Pep Guardiola spend 6 months trying to convince Florian Wirtz to join you if Cherki's better?
Great question.
Because you didn't pull out of the deal because of financial constraints. When has that ever fucking mattered to you? You just find another fucking shell. You find another fucking shell company to sponsor you, and you get the money. So it's never been about financial constraints. So I ask you again, why did Pep Guardiola spend 6 months of his life trying to convince Florian Wirtz to join you if Cherki's the better player?
Fact. Need NUNEZ plus his fans gone. New striker plus Jota redemption. Listen, Jota being on the bench, I'm calm with, because we ain't going to get that much money for Jota anyway. So I'm just being objective. Like
if Jota can,
by the way, I watched the end of the Portugal-Germany game. Jota missed 2 sitters even in Portugal-Germany, by the way. So, like, you get me? Like, okay, yes, he's not amazing, and he can really improve on him, and we can get a lot better than Diego Jota. But at the end of the day, if he's back up and I've got a starting striker, I'm okay with that. What I'm not okay with is NUNEZ playing. I'm just glad both are coming to the Premier League. I guess so, Hamid, if you're like someone who's a neutral who like to watch Premier League football, fairs, but you get me? Like, I'm just looking at this current situation, and I know we got the better player. Big up to Red Line of Tiranga. Big up to you. He was probably giving a yoga class before the stream started. Congrats on your World Cup qualification. Hope we can qualify and get you in group stages so we can dunk on you. Anyway, congrats, man. Massive day for you. I don't care who we get in the group stages. I don't care what we do at the World Cup. The fact that we got to the World Cup is an unbelievable achievement. Like, my country getting to the World Cup. We've done it before in basketball. We got to the Basketball World Cup. We've won like gold medals at the Olympics in like karate, taekwondo, judo, stuff like that. You get me? So Yeah, but this is the first time we've ever done it in the football. We missed a trick with Cherki, baller. Yeah, but if your logic is we should have signed Cherki and him both, I hear it, but like Wirtz is definitely the better player. And listen, we'll prove it next season, don't worry.
It comes down to what you think.
How did I know? Because you're a yoga instructor and you instruct on Thursdays. Because I know my community. I can tell you everything about everyone in the chat. That's why we're toxic. That's why we're a group of people who are all amazing. Vel watches anime, makes thumbnails, takes forever. Ed plants cantaloupes in his farm, American, you get me, hates Darwin Nunes. SR got her driving license, lives in London, Somali, supports Liverpool. Sean Cousins, his favorite dessert is lemon cheesecakes. He's Scouser. He supports Liverpool Football Club. I can go through all the, like many people in this chat, bro. Some of you guys have known for so long. Toka from Azerbaijan, loves the Turkish people. You get me. He lives in Belgium. You get me. And he watches anime as well. Bum. But he hated Nunes with me from the beginning. Leighton came in here as a hater of Husam because he watched No Context Fan TV. And then after that became a fan. I could go through so many of you in the chat. Kathy has watched the best times at Liverpool. She's Scouts. She's supported us for like 60 years. May, Guy from Canada, supports Manchester City. I could go through so many people in the chat. Kaelan, Sleepy.
By the way, who told me Pep was convincing him? All the fucking reports from your journalists who told me Pep was convincing him.
Saleh, MMA fighter, Kuwaiti, lives in England, supports Liverpool Football Club. Come on, man. Caster from Haiti, revert to Islam, lives in Canada, keeps inviting me to Canada, supports Liverpool. You get me? Easy, light work. Gym, bro. You get me? Greek guy, Konstantinos is his full name. You get me? Supports Liverpool. You have to go through the rest of you. F, Libyan, supports Liverpool. You get me? Go on and on. I know 3/4 of you guys, bro. Allow it, man. Allow it. Castro, Arsenal fraud, sucks off anything Arteta does. And if you criticize Arsenal, you're an Arsenal hater. See, easy. You get me? Josh, Somali, his real name is Ismail. He lives in the US. He supports Liverpool Football Club. There you go. Was a NUNEZ stan, but then God guided him. Done. Big up to Hamid who says, AC Milan fan, brother. I got nothing left to support. Everyone's saying, Habibi. Bro, I love you. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, by the way, but if Rafael Leao was on the table at some point and we can't get Rodrygo, just let me know. Just let me know, Hamid.
We'll speak about this Diaz thing in a bit and Leao as well. Big up to you, Hamid. You get me? Yoga instructor, Senegalese, is opening a whole spa thing in his home country in Senegal. But yoga instructing is only his part-time job. Nevermore Romanian. Liverpool fan. I could go through all of you guys as well. Don't play with me. JJ Ash, Arsenal fan, Sudanese, lives in the UK, works as a tech guy for Apple. Hold that. See? There you go. Abdulaziz Bomba. We are using Diaz and Nunes money for Isak. Listen.
I mean, I'd like that.
If our front four is Salah, Isak, Wirtz, and like Leao or Rodrygo, we are gonna just drag our nuts on this whole league, bro. I'll be so honest with you. We are dragging our nuts.
Could you imagine that?
By the way, there is no like PG way to describe it. How can I say it in a way that like children can listen and
you're putting one of the, because I'm going to use Leao for this because Rodrygo is quite expensive. I don't think you get £80 million plus. So Leao, Isak, Wirtz, Salah. You've got the best player in the Premier League for the past 5 years in Mohamed Salah, with the best player in the Bundesliga for the last 2 years in Wirtz, the best striker from the Premier League last season in Isak, and the best left winger, or the first or second best left winger for the past 3 years in Serie A, alongside Kvaratskhelia and Rafael Leao, with Frimpong, who's been the best right back in the Bundesliga for the past 2 years, Kerkez, who was arguably the best left back in the Premier League last year, McAllister.
And by the way, people can't deny that because I've been watching people's team of the seasons and a lot of them have Kerkez. You ain't going to change your energy now.
McAllister, who's been one of the best midfielders in the Premier League for the past 3 years, even since his last Brighton season. Gravenberch, team young player of the year last year. Van Dijk, the best centre-back of all time. Canate, one of the best young centre backs on the planet. Well, he's not young now, but one of the best centre backs on the planet, and Alisson, the best goalkeeper on the planet. That team is fucking ridiculous, and the bench ain't half bad either.
2 pounds towards Tom's haircut. Unfortunately for you, Daryl, that 2 pounds is going straight into my bank account, and Tom is getting fuck all of it. You get me? But I appreciate you. A donkey has occasional brilliance. Yeah, that's Darwin Núñez. Occasionally brilliant donkey. Guess what? We need consistently brilliant horse.
Occasionally brilliant off the bench.
Stallion. You can have him for free. This bullshit club owner, Hamid, I love you. I know AC Milan are gone down the drain. But at least you got 7 UCLs. And your biggest rival got humiliated by PSG by 5 goals. You get to be happy for a little bit.
I will say about AC Milan, though, the way that club is ran did produce my favourite ever clip when it comes to talking about football. You seen that? Badebo when he's talking about when they sold Tonali. Someone somewhere got a £70 million wire transfer. We'll put that on the pitch next to Krunic and we'll win games of football. When we said
No. Show me the clip.
Have you never seen it before?
I thought you were talking about another clip. Does anyone know the name of the clip where the guy goes like, you have the best woman. You drive the best car. The one that Lee Gunner keeps playing. Does anyone know the name of that clip?
I'll find you this clip now of the Milan fan. It makes me laugh every single time.
Where the guy is like, and he's shouting at the screen. And you cannot even score a goal from 2 yards. Does anyone know the name of that clip? I think he's a Spanish guy or an Italian guy. Does anyone know the name of that clip, or does he have that clip to send it to me? Can anyone send it to me, please?
Well, is it that
whoever has that clip? Can you message me that clip now?
Is it that like you live in a mansion? You have the
yes, you live in a mansion. That guy.
Yeah, the one that's in a different language, but it's got the thingy. It's got the subtitles.
Here I found it. Wait, tough. Like the video chat, please. Let's get to 500 like. Wait. This is my favorite rant ever. Wait, watch this, yeah? Watch this. This is my favorite rant. This guy right here.
Viven en un country. Andan en BMW para arriba. Los fines de semana se cogen a las mejores minas. Morfan bien todos los días. El día anterior al partido durmieron tranquilamente en un hotel 5 estrellas y se rascaron la verga durante 24 horas sin hacer nada, jugando al ping-pong y al pool y a la play. Juegan al fútbol todos los días de su vida. Los botines, $6.000, $5.000 pesos, no sé cuánto salen. Ponele 3.000 mangos, 4.000 mangos. Están vendados por un kinesiólogo. Están bien comidos, están bien entrenados. Las medias, que son las que no te cortan la circulación, los pantaloncitos, que son los de los huevos, que no te raspan los huevos, la camiseta que tira la espalda, es la que no transpira, que sale 800 pesos, no sé cuánto sale una camiseta para jugar al fútbol. La pelota es perfecta, 120 euros. Inflada con un barómetro a 8 bares. La cancha no tiene un solo pozo. El arco tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40. Te aplauden cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro. Y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No,
watch this. This is my favorite part. This literally, this is us at Darwin Núñez. The ending is us at Darwin Núñez.
Tiene 7,20 metros por 2,40.
This is me towards Darwin.
Cuando salís a la cancha. La concha de tu madre, no sabés parar una pelota. Le vas a pagar al arco y la tirás a la mierda. Le vas a hacer un pase a tu compañero que está a 1 metro. Y haces así, se la pasas mal. Hijo de puta, eso me puede pasar a mí con esta panza. No.
Yeah, let me show you. Let me show you the clip I was on about.
Show me the one that you're talking about.
I'll start playing it, and you might have watched it before.
You know, huge congratulations, a mind-blowing congratulations, an enormous congratulations to the Twitter accountants, the Twitter lawyers, the Twitter directors. Right? Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Come on, man. Come on. Everybody, stand up. Stand up for an ovation, man. The team got worse today. The team got worse today. Isn't that worth standing up for? Isn't that worth clapping for? Isn't that what gets you guys excited? The team got worse today. Woo! Oh, yeah, man. I'm so excited for the season. The team got worse. That's what moves me. That's what makes me excited. Oh, man. We got 70 million. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby, we got 70 million. Do we have good players on the field? No, but we got 70 million. Somebody somewhere got a wire transfer for 70 million. That's what we celebrate. That's what we get up. That's what gets us excited, man. That 70 million we're going to put on the pitch next to Krunic, right? And that's going to get us results right there, baby. Come on. That's what gets us excited, right? That's what the Twitter accountants, they pick up their fucking calculator and they do one good team minus one great player equals 70 million. Oh, we're good now. We're good, right? That's what they want to do. That's what gets them up in the morning. When they turn on their TV to watch a Milan game, they're like, damn, I wish the net spend was a little lower. That's what gets them excited.
This seems like stuff I would say as well, you know, during the whole FSD out, FSD in debate era, remember?
They turn the game on and they go, damn, I wish the net spend was a little lower. Shit like that gets me on. Oh my God. And it's just funny because it's happened again with them with Reinders, because this was after they sold Sonali, and you're going to do the same thing.
Yeah. Big up to Jordan and Free Palestine always. We back that message, of course. Big up to you, my guy, Sean. I appreciate you. True scouts are right here. Sean Cousins, just stop eating lemon cheesecakes. Big up to you. Big up to my guy, JJ Ash, who says, Don Husam is the #1 committee on YouTube. ألف مبروك حبيب قلبي. لأن شامع عقبال سجور الجديان. يا رب آمين. حبيب ورينا سعيدة عليك والأهل بكل خير. تسلم حبيبي. And make sure guys are listening to him and liking the video, please. Thanks to you so much, JJ Ash. I appreciate you. Love to you, my brother, for always showing me love. Love to all of you guys on the chat. Anyway, let's talk about Diaz, Rodrygo, Leao, all the possibilities. Big up to every single one of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Thomas, what is your logic regarding the left-wing position?
You get 80 million quid for Luis Diaz. You snap their hand off and you run to the high heavens and you go and buy another winger with it. Because Luis Diaz is coming off his first decent season of output at 28 years of age with 2 years remaining on his contract. This is the time to sell. People say, oh, who is better on this market? Who is better? First of all, Rodrygo is already better and is younger. You know who else is already better? Rafael Leao. You know who else is of a similar level? But in fact, no, he's not. He's better. Bradley Barcola. Do you know who might be at a slightly worse level, but has 5 fucking years on Luis Diaz to develop to reach a higher level? Nico Williams. Do you know who might be slightly worse than Diaz, but has 5 fucking years to develop and be better than him? Anthony Gordon. You say there are not wingers on this fucking market who can either immediately be better or give it a bit of time and give it a bit of development in a better fucking team, be better than the 28-year-old Luis Diaz, who has given me over 10 goals in the league for the first time in his fucking career, is mental. Is mental. I can do better than Luis Diaz. If I had... I don't see why, when you have a secure option like Cody Gakpo, who has been consistent this year, and has shown you that if he's starting, he can provide you with a regular goal and assist total. I don't see why you're not more willing to take this gamble. You're not more willing to take this opportunity and go, you know what? We might be able to sell Diaz for 80 million, buy Nico Williams for 50. Yes, he's not there yet, but do you know what? Give him a year of training with the likes of Mohamed Salah, playing for this Liverpool team, playing alongside Wirtz, playing with a top number 9. All of a sudden, you see when he plays for Spain, Nico Williams looks fucking brilliant for Spain. And they were a very dominant team. Now, we don't play the exact same way as Spain, but we're dominant on the ball. Would we be able to utilise Nico Williams. Yes, that works for me. I would not be saying this if Diaz was my only good left winger. If he was my only good left winger, I wouldn't be saying this. But the fact of the matter is, I see Luis Diaz as my second best left winger, and he is older than my best left winger, and he's got less time in his contract than my best left winger.
Here's my thing, though. I'll be honest with you. I do feel like you are very harsh on Luis Diaz. The reason why I say that, Tom, is even as someone maybe who did not rate Diaz as highly before, the reason why I say you're just a bit harsh on Luis Diaz is I think when we look sometimes at like the left-wing market and we actually analyze it properly, I don't think a lot of these guys that you look at are actually like upgrades on Luis Diaz. Because you look at the left-wing market and it's not as great as you might think. It's really not.
Rodrygo is an upgrade.
Rodrygo is definitely an upgrade.
We agree Barcola is an upgrade.
That one is 50-50 because Barcola is still raw in front of goal. Very raw.
Okay.
Okay, do you concede that Barcola is going to have a lot of big chances missed? Like, if he plays for the Liverpool side where he's going to get chances. Like,
yeah,
but like, by the way, he's going to miss a lot of like good chances.
At least for the first year, he will do, yeah.
No, but like, he'll take time to get to that level.
But Luis Diaz has missed big chances this season.
No, I understand that. Okay, but anyway.
I'm willing to accept
who else? If you tell me Rodrygo, Kvaratskhelia.
Yeah, Kvaratskhelia is an upgrade, although I don't think he's available.
I agree Rodrygo and Kvaratskhelia are upgrades. But
I think Rafael Leao is an upgrade.
Fairs, okay, that's 3. Who else?
In terms of just immediate, direct, better players, I'd have to take a little bit more of a proper look into it. But then I move on to my second category of players who are at a similar level, maybe ever so slightly worse, but have the potential to be much better. I'll go Nico Williams.
Nico Williams is not similar level to Diaz. Diaz is a lot better than Nico Williams.
Disagree.
If your logic is Nico Williams looks good for Spain, Diaz is Colombia's best player.
My logic isn't just Nico Williams looks good for Spain. Nico Williams has all attributes to be a really good player. That is why all the top clubs are after him. These top clubs would be interested.
He could become the next big thing, but as things stand right now, he's not better than Luis Diaz.
I never said he was better.
Can I tell you something that will rattle you?
What?
I think Luis Diaz is better than Cody Gakpo. Here we go. Watch his reaction. Watch. Chat. Cody Gakpo has one assist as much as Ederson in the whole league.
Sorry, what was that? Gakpo has one more assist than Ederson this year. Sorry, Sam, what was that stat?
Here's the thing.
No, Husam, what was the stat?
Here's the thing. He has the same assists as Ederson. Sorry, not the same thing.
Oh, so Gakpo has the same amount of assists as Ederson this year? Yeah, Luis Diaz, the much better winger, has exactly one more.
Okay. Luis Diaz has 13 goals and 5 assists in the league this season. Mm-hmm. Cody Gakpo has 10 goals and 4 assists in the league this season, playing for the same exact club.
Mm-hmm. Except Diaz has played 500 more minutes.
Okay, who's a better dribbler?
Diaz.
Who's better passer?
Gakpo.
Okay, now I can't have a debate with you because you're.
What do you mean you can't have a debate with me?
Because you're just being shameless.
Gakpo's a better passer.
Gakpo's definitely not a better passer. Gakpo's a better finisher. That's it.
100% Gakpo's a better passer.
Nope.
Sam, we literally sat here 3 months ago. When was the last time you saw Luis Diaz put a cross in?
I understand, but Cody Gakpo is not as good as you make out at all. I'll tell you something right now. If you tell me Cody Gakpo to Bayern for 80 million, I shake your hand right now. I take that all day.
No way.
I take that all day. If I'm going to get Rodrygo and Malik Fofana as a raw left-wing backup, that's better than what we have.
Disagree. I don't see.
The thing is, you act like Cody Gakpo is so much more superior to like Diaz. He's not.
Because you know what I value in a winger. What I value in a winger is someone who is a consistent threat, who, when they're playing...
Diaz has 3 more goals this season.
Diaz has 3 more goals this season. Diaz, again. So, you know my thoughts on Diaz. In the summer, when it's sunny outside, when you just have to wear gloves, I get Luis, the wonderful Colombian, the magnificent South American flair. The moment the gloves have to come on, in autumn and winter, I get Luis, who doesn't know his left foot from his right foot, and went 2 whole months, almost 3 whole months, should I say, without scoring a league fucking goal. Then, after he scored goals, went another month and a half without scoring a league goal. Then after that, went another near on 2 months without scoring a league goal. Gakpo wasn't starting. The moment he starting games, goal, then I'm waiting 2 weeks, goal, 1 week, goal, 1 week, goal, assist, goal, miss a week, 2 goals, 1 assist, nothing, and then injured. And the moment he comes back and starts starting games again, goal, nothing, assist. Gakpo will get you the same amount of numbers as Luis Diaz, if not more, if he's consistently fit. But Diaz gets you 5 in August, 2 in November, 2 in April, and 3 in May.
Okay.
Gakpo gets you them every other week. In big games as well. In big games. In big games. Moments.
Never. Okay.
In big games and in big moments.
You're a man that appreciates stats, right? Let's take a look at the direct player comparison here. Both of them play for the same exact club, same exact position, so you can't even say it's an unfair.
I mean, Diaz has played up front this year, but go on.
Okay. Obviously, shot accuracy, 13% higher for Diaz. More shots on target. Scored the winning goals 3 more times. 5 more away goals, 2 less home goals. 3 more goals in general. Obviously, goals inside the box, Diaz is better. Outside the box, Gakpo is better. Conversion rate, Diaz has a higher conversion rate. He has a better passing accuracy and 20% better crossing accuracy.
Yeah, because Diaz doesn't take crosses. Oh my God, how is that the stat Gakpo's won on?
Take on success, I would have never guessed. But
so Gakpo's a better dribbler? Is that what we're saying? Just after this one shitty comparison matrix, Gakpo's the better dribbler? Maybe I was wrong.
No. Stats verify the eye test to an extent. Now, the reason why I brought up the statistic thing is I feel like you're doing too much like Diaz is shit, Gakpo is great type thing. I don't look at Cody Gakpo and think he's that much better than Luis Diaz at all. Like, I don't watch, because here's the thing, right? And I'll tell you this right now. You know I'm not the biggest Luis Diaz fan, but the thing with Luis Diaz is he can either be like a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 unplayable, or he can be like a 6, or he can be a 3, or he can be a 2. So he's very inconsistent. The thing with Gakpo is sometimes he also disappears in games. Like, sometimes there are days where you sit there and go like, is Gakpo even fucking playing today? We've said that before. When he's been a little bit like non-existent. Now, I look at the left wing position. If you could get me Rodrygo, he's an upgrade on both.
Yep, don't disagree.
Yes, Rodrygo is better than both. But if you tell me I would sell Luis Diaz for 80 million, but you wouldn't sell Gakpo for 80, I think that's just fraudulence.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, but you're getting 80 million for Cody Gakpo, which me and you both know he's not worth.
Gakpo's worth closer to 80 million than Diaz is worth 80 million.
That's not the point. I'm saying
I'm going to get offers for Diaz. If you're telling me I get offered 80 for Gakpo or 75 for Diaz, I'm taking the 75 for Diaz and I'm keeping Gakpo.
I'm saying take both, sign Rodrygo and another left wing.
We're not going to get rid of both in one summer. We're not. Me and you both know that. We're not going to do a complete overhaul of that position. It's going to be 1 out, 1 in. If it's 1 out, 1 in, I'm getting rid of Diaz and I'm getting in whoever. Sam, Cody Gakpo scored in 12 successive home games. 12 home games in a row in all competitions. Cody Gakpo scored in. Do you want to know Diaz's longest run of games like that? 3.
Yeah, but you act like Gakpo's this consistent machine. He scored one away goal the whole season.
Fucking relevance is that?
It is quite relevant.
So away from home, we play more to Salah.
Listen.
If you look at our percentage share of away goals, it's mostly to Salah, or ironically, to like midfielders.
Marmoush, Cherki, and Reinders or Wirtz, which one? McAllister, Gravenberg, Endo, and Soboslai or Caicedo, which one? You choose, and I will choose after you. Because you can't pick and choose. You cannot pick and choose. I could do the same thing with our wingers as well. Ooh, it gets real sticky. Gakpo and Diaz or Jack Grealish?
Yeah, that's...
Actually, Gakpo, Diaz, Chiesa, and or Jack Grealish.
No,
Actually, Salah, Gakpo, and Diaz or Jack Grealish. Oh,
that's what he needs to do.
Uncomfortable conversations there. Very uncomfortable conversations. Thank you, though. I take Gordon just to piss off Everton. Do you believe the Gordon thing?
I would have done that, but unfortunately, when he got the chance to score against Everton this year, he had the penalty at Goodison and he missed it. And since that moment, I've never looked at him the same, so I don't want him. He's a bottle job.
He gave me the ick on Coppish back.
Yeah, he gave me the ick. He did. He gave me the ick. I watched him miss that pen and then dodge the rest of the game, so he gave me the ick. I don't want that kind of left wing at my football club.
You know, as a man, you're not supposed to use the term "gave me the ick." That's more like for the.
Well, as a man, Anthony Gordon's not supposed to miss penalties away at Goodison Park.
1-0 Tom, fairs. Inter are frauds, always in our shadow, like United and Liverpool. Oh, W super chat from Hamid. W United always. Wallahi W in the chat.
Do you want to know one thing I'll say about Diaz? I will say this because I know we're going to end soon. If Luis Diaz was Gakpo's age, I'd be a lot more forgiving.
How old is Gakpo?
Gakpo's 25, is he? 25, 26? He's just turned 26. Luis Diaz is 29 next season. So there's about 3 years difference. If I had 3 years, if Diaz was 26 and Gakpo was 29, I'd see your side of the argument. But Diaz is this player. This is the first year where me and you sat there and went, Diaz's output has been okay. It's been acceptable. And he's got to get paid soon. This is the other thing. He's got to get paid soon. He's got 2 years left on his deal.
Val is insistent I ask you a question. Wait. Ask Tom this. Diaz stays, but Gakpo swap deal for Alvarez. Does he take it?
Yes.
Oh, you little fraud.
Mate, it's Alvarez. It's Alvarez. What do you want me to say?
Maybe one thing we're like completely consistent agreement on is the Alvarez thing. That's like the dream.
Mate, he's the best. He's the best on the market. He's a joke. Imagine him. You know what? I'd play with 10 men all season. I would play without a left winger. Give Kerkez free reign of that side if I got to see Wirtz, Alvarez, Salah.
Yeah.
They'd fucking kill everyone.
That'd be unbelievable. Disingenuous talking current market. Yeah, but it's not disingenuous because I'm comparing markets in the same exact time frame. We signed Salah for 65 million less than you bought Grealish for. We signed Diaz for 60 million less than what you bought Grealish for. We signed Gakpo for 70 million less than what you bought Grealish for. So now what? How's it disingenuous? You're comparing current market. I'm comparing back then market. We bought McAllister, Gravenberg, and Endo all put together for half of Caicedo's price tag. But guess what? That 20% that he's better than Cherki, if that wins me 15 points a season, I'm taking that. End of. Appreciate you though. Anyway, guys, listen, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. This was quite actually fun. I really like doing shows with Tom, and it's funny because every time we go on Coppish, we actually team up against those frauds over there on Coppish. I promise you, me and Tom are gonna be there, and then they're gonna be late probably. You get me? But
what, tomorrow?
Yeah,
I might not be there tomorrow. I might have something come off.
What happened?
But something outside. But you know what? I'll do, Husam. I'll do the right decent thing and put a message in the group chat the day before.
Today's the day before.
Yeah. So I'll let them know that I might not be there, just so they got ample time to source Jamie.
Jamie Phillips. Jamie Phillips is gonna be on Coppish's side the whole fucking stream, bro. Fuck's sake. It's like the fourth member. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Jordan are part of the World Cup 2026. Let's go. Big up to all of you guys in the chat. I'm going to be back tomorrow, inshallah, quite early, like noon time UK almost. You get me? Doing a football Q&A and talking to you guys about the transfer window, of course. Love every single one of you guys. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. Tom Little's channel is in the description. And we are going to raid the guy that made the Callum Sanderson trial video. He is also a YouTuber. This stream is going to take you over to RSM TV. He is doing an Ecuador versus Brazil watch along. It's his home nation. So go show him love and just tell him Husam raid in the chat. Love every single one of you guys and see you guys over on RSM TV. I'm going to tell him the same thing as well.
And don't go giving him ideas of a Tom Little trial.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Anyway, see you guys over on RSM TV. Peace out.